Okay, so now she is saying that I seem to be blaming the mom and blaming the parent, and I really don't know how she gathered that from what I said. And I said what I said, but let me be very clear with you again. I'm not blaming the mom. How can I blame? How can I blame someone that the child doesn't even live with? He doesn't even live with her. What are you talking about? I can't blame the dad. I'm not blaming the dad. The dad was at the store. What we do know is that Quawan made a decision that day. He left the house without telling his parents where he was going, when he planned on coming back. Okay? He left and didn't say anything. I don't even know if he even intended to get in the car with them, or if they just happened to be driving past his house and he was sitting outside and he happened to see him and run down and flag him down, and then made a split second decision in that moment. But what I do know is that Quawan made a decision in that moment that did not turn out favorable. It did not turn out too well. Not too well at all. Okay? So if this young man was at that house and after the police questioned them, they said he left and didn't tell us where he was going. I asked where he was going and he didn't say where he was going. So if he did that at home with his parents, could it have been that he did that when he was at their house? It's a possibility. At this point, every last one of us are speculating. Okay? We not finding nothing out until it gets put out there. And that's after people do their investigation and all that different kind of stuff. That is determined by what the mom wants to put out. That is determined by how much of investigative work the parents decide to do. Or unless they just decide to let the police handle it. At 15, kids are secretive about a lot of things that they do. A lot of times parents are none the wiser as to what's actually going on. But no, I'm not blaming the mom. I'm not blaming at this. I'm not blaming anybody. Yeah, I can't blame the lady who picked him up and took him around the way. But what if he said, "Hey, I got a ride coming. My ride is outside," or we don't know. I really hope that there is someone that could be held accountable for what happened to this young man. I would love for that to be the case. But the reality is that not always are we privy or privileged enough to be able to have someone to blame. Prime example is Kenneka Jenkins' case. Who was arrested? We watched a lot of video and we did a lot of speculation. We said, look, this is a cover-up. They took this off of here. Look at the timestamp. This is overlapping. Look at this. We are still going through this footage today trying to come up with something. This little baby has been buried and has moved on to a new lifetime. And we are still hanging on to that because we haven't gotten any closure. No one has been held responsible or accountable. Could it have been that she walked into a freezer and got locked up in there and turned around backwards and couldn't get herself out? I don't know. Could it be that somebody took the tapes and did all of this editing and went in there and did all these things to this young lady? I don't know. It's all a possibility. Do we know that this young lady was supposed to have been going to the movies like she told her mama, but she ended up at the party, drinking, smoking? Did somebody possibly put something in her drink? Probably. You understand what I'm saying? That's the point that I'm making. Everybody was in there high and loaded in the Kenneka Jenkins case. Nobody knew how she was supposed to have been going to do something, get a purse. Somebody was supposed to have went back in and did all of this extra stuff. She ended up wandering off and ended up somewhere with, and only God knows how she got there. Some of y'all say some people lured her in there and all of this extra stuff, but we don't know that. This case to me has so many Kenneka Jenkins similarities that it's one of those things that I'm not just going to be sitting pointing the finger and pointing the blame and poking the blame. Yeah, the lady, the mom of the 17-year-old boy, it's a lot of us who would be like, nah, I need to ask your parents. No, where's your mom at? Let me talk to your mom. No, it will shoot. If you came here with me, you leaving with me. That's how most of us are, but not everybody is like that. Not every parent is like that. Not every parent is the same. It is extremely tragic. And my heart goes out to everybody involved in this situation. And I do mean everybody. So as more information surfaces, we'll be able to look into it and make a clearer decision or have a better understanding about what happened. But no, I'm not blaming the parents. I'm not blaming his parents. I could blame the 17-year-old boy's mom, but if she was loaded, maybe he got in the car and maybe she said, well, I'll take you to the house with me, but I'm not going to be able to take you back home. We don't know. He could have said, oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to have such and such come and pick me up. We don't know. He could have got over there and took a hit or something and got out of it, and something else happened. We don't know. We're trying to figure this out right now. But don't you ever tell me it sounds like I'm trying to blame the mom. If I was going to blame the mom, I would say I blame the mom. You don't have to wonder about what I'm thinking or what I'm trying to say, because I say it very clearly and very plainly and very simply. And if there's any way at any point I think that you may be confused by something that I say, then I will definitely go in and I will make sure that I help you understand what I'm saying. Make no mistake about it. But I'm going to sit and I'm going to check this out. If y'all got time, y'all go on over to 54 Keys. Like I said, Ikamel's channel, because they really go into me. I typically just have an opinion about things that I see, because I don't got the time to sit and do all the investigative research and all of that kind of stuff like they do. So my hat's off to them. Y'all go check out their channel. They really be for real about, trying to investigate and figure out, what I'm saying, what happened to people in situations like this. You know what I'm saying? Putting two and two together and really showing us, surveillance footage and having coverage of, the surrounding areas and all these different things, getting layouts and floor plans and hotel room plans and all that kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They do that kind of thing like that. So, I really like their channel, but again, it's just one of these things that we just don't know right now. And right now, what I'm seeing is a lot of Kenneka Jenkins stuff. I could see it happening because it happened with Kenneka Jenkins. Hopefully, it was just a very bad, some kind of, just a accident, some like a freak accident or something. I'm really hoping that no one did anything to this boy intentionally or left him to die, or, you know what I'm saying? I really hope not. I really hope not. But I do hope that that family at some point, however they get it, are able to get closure with what has happened to their son. And I'm going to leave that at that for right now.